When looking at projecting a code to represent your daylight or batter, you can do that with a custom variation. This has the added benefit of creating a code that will adopt a surface for the outcome, but still allow you to add additional variations or adjustments. So let's have a look at a variation where we'd like to daylight or batter to a surface, but we'd like to be able to pick which of these two surfaces we daylight to. So we can see here that we've got a graded pad happening here, and we'd like to preferentially hit that grading pad where it is present. So when we go and create a custom variation, we can create a custom variation to batter or daylight to nearest surface. We do recommend you position this as the last design variation if it's intended to be the daylight code or projection code to surface. So we're going to apply this from 80 to 130 where we have this graded surface. Now this can operate as a very traditional daylight hitting a surface. You've got toggles here to do left and or right sides. I'll do left only. And you can transition your daylight slope. So I want to start at 1 in 4 at 80 and transition to 1 in 5 at change 130. So having a look at that, we can see that that slope is transitioning, and as we sort of roll through the sections, we'll be able to see that transition from 4 to 3. On top of that, what we'd like to do is to be able to pick a second surface and to choose whether we strike or project to the closest one of those, the furthest one, or preferentially to do the first surface if it exists, then the second, or the second if it exists, then the first. So if we just go with closest surface here, what we'll actually see is that we are now daylighting to or matching to the graded pad surface. If we picked furthest, then it would find the furthest intersect. In this case, that would be the existing ground. But we could say that we'd like to use the second surface preferentially, and then the first. And what we'll see is that it strikes that graded surface as we sort of roll through the sections. Once we get to the natural surface being the only surface, then it will preferentially do that. So this acts almost as a pasted surface behavior in terms of how we interface the projected slope off that road and which surface we match to.